Good morning, everybody. It's Christy here. I've no real big message to bring you today. My guides just wanted to pull a few cards, and I have a sense of some potentially tumultuous energy coming in to close out June, perhaps to close out June. I think we now have 6 planets in retrograde, so there's an awful lot of reflection and people bravely going back into the shadow of their self to just maybe rebirth some bits and pieces, and it's this courageous activity indeed. So it's going to be a quickie today. So first card that came out. I love that because that really speaks into the collective journey that we're all in. We're all in this together, whilst we're all having very individual, personal journeys. We're all in this expansion, transformation energy together. So it's like the bowman. And we've had this card before then, we must have done, because I remember doing this. And just before that arrow lets loose, that's when we feel the most pull, the most pressure, the most pain. That might be the darkest place. And know that, you know, in this collective system, you're strangely held. We're all strangely held in this. Sometimes we need to visit the feelings of feeling alone, you know, to experience that, but it's not true. It's not true. You're so not alone. Yeah. This for me is a card of potential. And a reminder to make room for the unexpected. You know, in remaining unexpected, we can take some blinkers off, can't we? To the unknown and stay in the unknown. Or I genuinely don't know what's coming in here. Yeah. I'm really being guided to speak into. It feels very much like the freeing of the mind. This morning, if anybody follows me on Facebook, on my personal page, I don't think I've posted it to the listening page. I hardly use that these days. I posted an Estas Tony. He's just the most amazing classical guitarist. And he did this collaboration with a poet, and it was just such a beautiful piece. And one sentence in that poem really landed with me, and it was, "Are all these questions just a jail for the naked innocence of pure perception? Am I already free? Are all these questions just a jail for the naked innocence of pure perception? Am I already free?" Making conscious connection to the freedom of the soul will allow a new world to be birthed. Making conscious connection to what the heart wants You know, and this is about people, sure, it's about people. But it's also about the hidden self. It might be about the shy mystic, making conscious connection to that, making conscious connection to that which guides you, and bringing light to that. This is 19. We're still in a 10-1 month, and this is a 19, which reduces to a 10-1, which is rebirth and initiation. So we're still in it in June, and for every new birth, there has to be a death. We have to, in order to leave what no longer serves us behind, we have to die to it again and again and again. Yeah. So it might look like you're revisiting the same blooming issue again and again. You're not, sweetheart, you're not. You're revisiting it at a different location on the fractal. You're coming in from a different perspective to see it in a different way, so you can process it holistically. If you think of yourself as a faceted diamond, and each facet views the world in a slightly different way, which all make up this fantastic story with depth and breadth and width and height, just amazing. If anybody finds themselves like this week or next week, again, July is going to be a different energy, not without its challenges. As we see June out in the revisiting of so much retro stuff to come, you know, just to clean up a little bit more. Whatever word works for you, it might be faith, might be hope, might be belief, might be absolute knowing. Okay, stay with it. And remember to walk gently on the earth, because you have a little birdie perched on your back. We're not very good at giving thanks for pain or torment or rage or hurt or loss or sorrow. I could go on ad nauseum. But what if we do, you know, and in this gap of retrograde action, in this gap of deep, deep inner reflection, maybe still in hermit, maybe in silence, maybe reevaluating, celebrate that you've even got the opportunity, because we know where we are now. You know, 20, 30 years ago, we didn't know that that we were in this collective energy of cleaning up our mess. It might just have felt like, oh, I've hit a dark spot and I don't know how to get out of it, and I feel so lost and I feel alone. So give thanks for the buffer time. Again, remember I said June's going to be quite yin, with all this Cancerian, watery, emotional energy. It's time to really dance with the feminine. What's going to come out of this is a new level of being able to really look in the mirror. See yourself looking back. That's weird. If I move this card just a little bit around and around with this eye blocked, it looks like the picture's going one way and the text is going another. So how differently I just saw the world by changing something. Remember yesterday, just change something. What happens if? Does the same thing happen if I do it on that side? No. Playing. seeing the true you. If you woke up one morning and looked in the mirror and your true self was staring back at you, what would that look like? Maybe write about that. Okay, and that's it. Short and sweet today. It feels like a very long pause today. It feels like a very gentle space. So, yeah, have a lovely day. Be gentle. And I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love.